Guys, there's this one song that's been stuck in my head, right? And I'm not ashamed to say that I think I love this song. Marry me. Marry me. What this reminds me of, all jokes aside, it reminds me of, my name's Rashida, I rap like Shawty Low.
Yeah, I was gonna tell her, but it's one of those things where she's doing her thing over there, innit? So it's like, I ain't trying to get involved too much. Yo, shorty, I need that.
Hi guys. Before I start this video, I just want to say that this video is sponsored by UNice Hair. They were kind enough to send me this gorgeous wig. It is a 24-inch, 150% density wig that comes pre-highlighted. You heard me. This wig came with the highlights in them. I toned it and then added this blonde patch, but these highlights here that you see here, they're already there. I just toned it and then this blonde patch I added in. I have a full video on me doing this and like explanation of how I did it, so I'll link that down below as well. The main beauty of this hair is that the hard work is done for you. All you have to do if you want to get this particular look is tone and add a birthmark blonde patch if you want to. I'm still really liking this hair. It's still super soft. What I'm finding so funny is that this hair is softer than a lot of 1B hair that I've had, which is like, it's really soft. I think out of all the hair I've had, this might be one of the softest, and it's been processed, so I'm very impressed by that. I'm going to show you guys quickly where 24 inches comes up to. Don't know if you can see, but that's just past my bum. That's what 24 inches is on me. So yeah, I really do like this hair. Some questions that I forgot to answer the first time I filmed with this hair is I did not bleach the knots on this hair, so because of the colour of the hair I didn't feel like I needed to bleach the knots. So no, I did not bleach the, should I add concealer to my parting? Shouldn't I? But yeah, I didn't bleach the knots on this wig. Don't know why I didn't do this when I was filming the video. But yeah, no guys, I didn't bleach the knots on this wig or anything like that. This wig was really easy to pluck as well because it was very well pre-plucked. I had to do very little plucking to this wig as well, which I really liked. I don't know, I really recommend this wig, especially if you're someone like me who's lazy and doesn't really like colouring hair like that, because, you know, we're old. Like, I'm 24, okay, I'm not old, but I'm like, my back be really acting up sometimes. I do not have time to sit there and be colouring hair. Like, I just do not. But yeah, that is it for this hair. I'll put all the links in the description box. Thank you so much to UNice Hair for sending me this hair. I'm going to also be trying out a hot comb in this hair, so you'll see me kind of gluing this wig down and hot combing it as well. So we gonna get into all that, okay? Anyways, enjoy this actual video. Hi guys, welcome. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, LifeOfAls here. If you are new, hello, welcome. If you're a return subscriber, what's bracking? Thanks for coming back for another video. So today I'm going to do a chit chat, get ready with me. But doing my makeup, because I haven't actually done like a makeup chit chat yet. Not yet, I haven't done one in a while, I should say. So I want to do that today. I want to do my makeup and talk to you guys about some things. You know how we do and we like talking on this channel. For the sake of this video, I find that the reason I've struggled to do makeup chit chat, get ready with me is because I can't talk and explain what I'm doing at the same time. So guys, I'm not going to explain what I'm doing with my makeup. I'm just going to do what I'm doing and then put the products in the description box or something, because I can't, you know, my brain doesn't allow me to be doing bare at once like that. So I'm just going to prime quickly using my MAC. I'm explaining what I'm doing. Stop explaining! I'm just going to prime quickly. So what I wanted to talk about, and I've moisturised already by the way, if no one's wondering. What I wanted to talk about today was a few things, mainly surrounding the influencer industry and being an influencer, like my thoughts on things that I've seen on social media and what's going on and stuff, right? So if you do not know or haven't seen, I was featured in the Huffington Post thanks to my good sis Habiba. She is a journalist, a fantastic journalist, might I add. And yeah, she was kind enough to ask me some questions about black influencers and black influencers being underpaid and stuff, and really grateful to be featured. The funny thing is, yeah, when Habiba reached out to me asking to ask me some questions and stuff, you know the ones where, because she's my friend, I didn't actually ask her who she was writing for. I was just like, I'm doing a favour for a mate. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm doing a favour for a friend, like, it's not that deep. Anyways, I'm babbling on. What I'm trying to say is that in the article, I was, oh my god, I was talking about, basically being a black influencer and how I kind of realised, especially, well, I already knew that black influencers as a whole were underpaid. This is not a new conversation. It's been something that I'd kind of heard of a little bit before. But thanks to this page called the Influencer Pay Gap, that basically, where people submit like how much they get paid for campaigns and stuff, what brands, what their race, ethnicity and stuff like that is. Like, I'm now more aware of the fact that like I've not been charging enough and I've been underpaid. And for me personally, I think this is just in my personal case, underpayment in my case is genuinely because of lack of knowledge of how much I should be charging or anything. For a lot of people, I think brands are almost purposely shortchanging black influencers. No, not almost, they are, because they'll tell one black influencer that there's no budget for this campaign, whatever, cool, but then they'll go on and pay a white influencer tens of thousands for the same campaign. It's like, what in the world? Oh, this foundation is, I think I put too much. Oh no! But yeah, then they'll go on to pay tens of thousands to a white influencer for the same damn campaign. I love doing that. It's really childish. I mean, should stop. For the same, let me just do my neck. Hang on. The same campaign, and I'm just like, when I was seeing it, it's like I knew it was happening, but I think just seeing the numbers and it picked up numbers and figures just made me go, huh? Like, they're shortchanging us like this. So anyways, Habiba's article in the Huffington Post was basically talking about this, and I was just basically, you know, giving my commentary on it, saying how, you know, in general, like, because the influence industry is basically based on capitalism, consumerism and all that jazz, it's going to be inherently anti-black. I think it's very difficult because sometimes you want it to be a thing where black influencers do better by themselves in the sense of like, by themselves and others, by not accepting low paid or unpaid work, because then if one influencer or group accept it, it makes brands think they can get away with it, because it's like, okay, well, this black influencer might want to be paid properly, but there's like so many that won't, so we can get away with this kind of thing. And it's easy to say that, but at the same time, like, I think a lot of the time what happens in this industry, what people don't understand is that people are just happy to get work sometimes and get opportunities. Me personally, like, I'm in a position at the moment where I can turn down things if I don't feel like it respects what I'm worth. I'm in that position. I'm in that position because influencing is not something that I do full time. Telling full-time influencers to turn down work is a lot, do you know what I'm trying to say? But that being said, I am someone that believes that if you believe in yourself and believe in your worth, you won't just accept pennies and you won't just say yes for the sake of opportunity because you believe it. Like, maybe I just have a really optimistic view in it. Like, maybe I'm just super optimistic and I'm just wet behind the ears and don't get anything, yeah? But I just feel like if you believe in yourself enough, the right kind of opportunities will come your way. I guess what I'm saying is the way I am. I believe in myself enough where I'm just like, if I turn down these opportunities that don't value me and don't fully take into consideration what I'm worth, that eventually I will get the ones that do. But by accepting the ones that don't, I'm setting a precedent for myself to have that kind of work for the rest of my career kind of thing. That's just how I see it. Like, I'm not saying everyone should believe what I believe or that's the correct way to go about things. That's just how I kind of navigate, and that's how I navigate in life in general, because to me, integrity is very, very, I feel like I should wear something. Sorry guys, I've just realised, yeah, this fact that my lace is showing is actually getting on my nerves, even though I'm gonna throw it down later. I got this really nice package. The box is completely destroyed. It's so annoying because they sent me like a proper pretty box and the box got destroyed in the post. I got this really, really, really cute package, and oh, I love cute. They even gave me 2 chocolatey cookies. This is so cute. Yeah, I got this really cute package from a brand called H&E Beauty. Oh guys, the packaging is so cute. Like, I wish the box never got destroyed. Look how cute it is. They put in so much effort. But yeah, H&E Beauty sent me these goodies. I'm going to be wearing these lashes today that they sent me, so I'll show you guys the lashes I'm wearing later on. And they sent me this really cute headband, which I think I'm going to wear right now, just to kind of yeah, this hairband they sent me, I didn't even realise how useful it would be. This is perfect. Like, it's literally the perfect thing for when I'm doing my makeup, but I want my hair to kind of be out of my way. Yeah. yeah. To be fair, normally when I'm doing my makeup, I wouldn't even have my hair out. But it's only because of these YouTube videos that I do hair and makeup together. Anyways, I'm talking loads. Let's get back to the topic on hand. And we'll talk about the lashes and stuff later as well. As I was saying, yeah, for me, integrity is very, very important. Very important, which brings me on nicely to what I really want to talk about in this video. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, how do I say this? Right, before I say what I say, let me just make this something very clear, right? When I speak about things, I speak about these kind of things often, and I think people get really offended by what I have to say. I'm not talking about people in particular, I'm speaking in general and also holding myself accountable. If after this disclaimer you still feel offended, I honestly to God cannot help you. I speak about everybody, I'm speaking in general, I'm even holding myself to task in this because I've been very complicit in some of the things I'm about to talk about. And like commentary and stuff like this before, and people are just like, so I'm glad it's cool to talk about these things now, because when I was talking about it before, you know, people told me to stop. So what I want to say is, right, a lot of the events that have transpired over lockdown, especially with like what's happening with the Black Lives Matter movement at the moment and stuff, has really had me thinking about like what my platform means to me and how I want to use my platform. Now, I am someone that always says that just because somebody is a black content creator doesn't mean they have to base their content around social issues that concern black people, black women, etc, etc. Mainly because as a black woman, existing under white supremacy is exhausting enough. I don't need to base my content around that as well. Like, I should be able to come on YouTube and just offload and have fun and be creative on here without basing my content on how difficult my existence is. Feel me? But that being said, I also feel like that doesn't give you an excuse to not have integrity with how you move and navigate. So for me, I feel like I'm glad there's conversations going around, you know, black influence and how we're being underpaid, and like, you know, exposing brands that are like not treating us right and stuff. Like, I'm glad these conversations are happening, don't ever get that wrong. But I also feel like we need to be honest and hold ourselves accountable. And I tweeted this a while ago. I said, you know what, like a lot of influencers, including myself, and I'm a micro influencer, so you know, I'm not as heavily involved, so I can only comment on things that my peers tell me and things that I see. I feel like a lot of the time what happens is, hang on, so I'm just looking for something, right, and I've lost it. What I'm trying to say is, so I'm all over the place. I'm actually looking for some of my makeup I didn't put out. What I'm saying is that I feel like as a black influencer, it's very easy to get lost in the sauce, you know. Sometimes it's quite evident that a brand doesn't give two about representation or, you know, black women, but then we'll let tokenism, gifting and events almost make us forget that. A good example of that for me is PLT. I feel like when people were doing, you know, when PLT did their little Black Lives Matter post, and people were like, oh my god, PLT are not for the people. I had to really sit back and be like, but have they ever been? Really? Have they ever been? And the answer is no, but we still continue to work with them, we still continue to go to their events, we still continue to do, and when I say we, I'm including myself here, do hauls for them and stuff, knowing full well they're not for the people. But that's what I'm saying, we get lost in the sauce. Like, it's just like, well, they're not for the people, but you know, it is what it is. Gifting, events, blah 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 blah. Now, that's not me saying, like, I have my own personal stance with PLT. For me personally, it's a dub for me. I'm not really gonna endorse them on this channel anymore. Like, I've done PLT hauls and stuff, and I have PLT clothes. I haven't bought from PLT since last year anyway, mainly because I'm trying to also change my buying habits as well. So I'm trying to invest less into fast fashion and more staple pieces. Very difficult because fast fashion is cheap and convenient, and so I'm not shaming people for not wanting to cancel, even I'm struggling to cancel fast fashion altogether. I'm just trying to wean myself off and be a bit more conscious when it comes to how I spend my money on clothing, and invest in more, like, you know, staple pieces and stuff like that. But the point I'm making is that I haven't shopped at PLT for a long time, and I don't plan on shopping there for the foreseeable future, to be honest. for me, like, I know they tried to make amends and stuff, but for me it isn't enough. That's just for me personally, and that's the thing with cancellation and cancelling things. For me, cancellation is personal. I personally do not feel like PLT align with me or my beliefs. That doesn't then mean I'm going to berate others to cancel them the same way. I mean, it'd be nice if others did, but if they don't want to, maybe what my thoughts and feelings don't align with what you think and believe, and that's absolutely fine, do you know what I mean? But for me personally, I just feel like PLT, just no. PLT, no. Like, until I see something that makes me feel like, do you know what, they've really changed, they're really out supporting black influencers properly, it's not enough. That's just for me. I feel like with the creative industry in general, there's a lot of people that are comfortable being the token, by the way. They don't mind being the token black girl. They don't mind being the only one with a seat at the table. So when they're fighting for equality, they're not necessarily fighting for equality for all. They're fighting for their seat at the table, and that's where I have a problem. For me, it's just like, you can't fight for your seat at the table, you fight for the collective to shut up, because what happens is these people are never present when the discussions are happening until it personally affects them, and that I think is I feel like what happens is a lot of people just want to hoard information and hoard opportunities for the people around them, and that for them, supporting black creatives means supporting the ones that are around them only, not ever really, or the ones that are they consider above them. Like, I've been to these networking events and stuff. You guys know I've spoken already about how my disdain for influencer events a lot of the times. Like, if I tell some of the stories of things that I've seen, they'll come and say that I'm bad vibes, and I'm just like, but I'm just telling the truth. Like, and the thing with me is, yeah, one thing about Alison that people need to realise, Alison being me, yeah, I don't give a I want to cover this topic as well, because I feel like a big thing I really want to talk about and kind of get into more detail with you guys about and hear your thoughts about really as well, is I feel like the relationship between black influencers and small black influencers and small black businesses, or black businesses as a whole, but particularly the small ones, is very fragmented. Like, I feel like there's like this almost like it's a them against us kind of thing going on. I feel like there's a lot of things being lost in translation. And I really want to offer like a middle ground discussion. Oh my god, I didn't do my eyebrows right, did I? I really want to offer like a middle ground discussion in this video. So if I'm looking like I'm doing my eyebrows, I never do my eyebrows and talk at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing in this video. I feel like both sides are talking, but no one's actually listening to the other. So what I understand from both sides is that, let's start with the black businesses first. A lot of them feel like the standards required from them are different. So they kind of feel like, you guys will be tearing off our singlet because you want us to pay you. Our gifting is not a form of payment. But when these big brands are you over, you're quiet. You only have voice and energy for us. Which I also understand, by the way. I understand that. And I also feel like the gifting thing is something that people don't really quite understand. I'll explain my understanding of gifting. So for me, I've understood gifting to be a thing where you're not obligated to post if you don't want to. Like, you get gifted a PR package of some sorts, and if you want to post, you post. If you don't, you don't. I see it. I've understood gifting to be more of a way for you to kind of build a relationship with the brand more than anything. However, that argument has been used as a little bit of a cop-out, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like influencers are getting gifted things from small black businesses, knowing that the expectation is that they have to post something, or especially if the business owners made it clear they want a post out of it, and you've gone yeah, and then you don't post, and then you'll turn around and say, but it's gifting though. Okay, but then why accept the gifting knowing that what they wanted was a post from you like that? Do you get what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a bit bad mind to me. I can't even lie. Like, why accept it? I'll just say no if I don't think like I want to feel obligated to post anything. But at the same time, I feel like one thing that I think a lot of influencers have frustration with when it comes to small black businesses is there can be, not entitlement, yeah, but entitlement. And I think sometimes a lot of people, not even just black businesses, but a lot of people in general, don't see influencer work or content creation as work. They think we just kind of dilly-dally around, this is fun. Like, even me filming this right now, this is work. Like, I have to plan to film. Even if I'm not feeling particularly great today, like I am today, I'm still getting up to film. That's work. Like, I have to edit this after, then send it over to be approved by people that are sponsoring the video first. Like, it's It's a lot, guys. It's a lot of work. I feel like influencers in general are not respected. Like, we're just, especially the black ones. I don't know what it is, but like, there's this real disdain and disrespect for black influencers sometimes, where it's just like, we're treated like we're just some dossers sitting around. Oh shit, what am I doing? I don't conceal the top of my eyebrows no more. See, I'm distracted. What am I doing? No, I don't conceal my eyebrows no more at the top. Maybe people just think we kind of just sit around doing nothing all day and take pictures and that's it. And it's just like, no, honey, this is work. And I find for me, like, it's very difficult because it's like, this is where I find myself at a crossroads all the time, because I generally do care about seeing black businesses win. But what I'm finding is, yeah, is that I feel like, this is just me personally, I get really guilty about charging small businesses for work, for promo, because I just feel like, oh, it's a small black business, I should support one of my own. But at the same time, I'm finding myself overwhelmed with the workload, and sometimes I'm just like, I'm doing all this work, I'm not even getting paid, bro. Like, and it sounds terrible to say, because it's like, the end goal is I want to support black business, and I do feel like a big part of you know, the advancement of my people is that we're spending the black pound, so to speak, or the black dollar, for it to be reinvested, of course, back into the community. But I find myself feeling really overwhelmed with the workload sometimes. I'm just like, I've got to do all this stuff. And I feel like sometimes what I don't like, this sounds terrible, you lot tell me if it's just me being mean, yeah? I feel like if you're not paying me for work, I will obviously deliver and stuff, but like, I feel like you can't expect my turnaround time to be super quick. And that's the entitlement issue that I face. It's like they want quick turnaround time, and I'm just like, bro, on top of you and like how many others that email me, DM me wanting a quick turnaround, I've also got paid companies that want a quick turnaround. And if I don't do their work and prioritise their work, I won't get money in my account, and I need the money. It's England, it's flipping expensive. I need money. That's just the bottom line, unfortunately. Thinking like, should I just be charging everyone just to make my life easier? Then I feel like you get these brands that are up and coming and just starting, and I'm just like, I feel so bad for charging a brand that probably doesn't even have the budget either. Like, it's just the guilt, it consumes me, guys. I don't know what to do sometimes, honestly. I'm gonna put on these lashes now. This is the, I don't know what style this is. I need to put the name of, oh, it's called Deluxe on the side. I'm so done. Oh, they gave me a little eyelash spoolie brush thingy. This is so cute. Look, it comes with a little spoolie. That's really cute. It's really thoughtful. Yeah, I'm wearing the style Deluxe. I'm gonna put these on off camera, then I'll be back, because I can't do my lashes and talk at the same time. That's damn near impossible. But yeah, navigating this industry is difficult, guys. I'm still learning a lot. I don't know what the best way, I don't even know what to charge sometimes. Like, I still struggle, and I do things on my own. Like, I don't have like a team or nothing like that of people. I haven't got like bare influencer friends that I can ask and stuff. So it's a bit difficult, you know? But I'm sure I'll get there. But the point I'm making is I feel like there's a big disconnect between black influencers and small businesses, and I feel like a lot of small businesses feel like black influencers will run to kiss the asses of these white brands that don't give a about us. But then when it comes to supporting black businesses, there's all these terms, conditions, and oh, pay me, your clothes aren't paying my bills, da 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 da. And for me, I genuinely understand both sides, which is annoying. Like, that's why I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Like, I get both sides. I get the side of them where it's just like, well, look how you're letting these white brands treat you. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of small businesses can be quite entitled, and they don't understand or appreciate that what we do is work. Okay, so I finished. Ooh, what a face. Let me do my bottom lash mascara. So I finished my makeup. I'm gonna glue my wig down, and then we'll come back and try out the hot comb. If I show you guys how I'm gonna glue this frontal wig down, you lot will say I'm cheating. But I'm not gonna glue down the full thing, because I cannot be bothered, okay? I don't feel like gluing down my full wig today. I'm just gonna glue down this little flap here. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. This is the hot comb that I got from Amazon. It's the wool one. This is the one that my babes Aisha recommended that I get. So I want to be impressed, because you guys said hot comb, hot comb, hot comb. Let's see what this does for me. Ooh. Ooh. Anyways guys, I have to step out now. I'm running out of time, but thank you so much for watching this video. I know I ramble on a lot. I'm trying to get better at these I find it very hard to chit chat and do makeup at the same time. That's why I don't really film these often. I find it easy to do my hair and talk, but makeup and talk I find difficult. But next time I think I'll write down the points I want to make on my phone just so I don't get lost. But hope you guys enjoyed this video anyways. Make sure to check out Uni's hair. All the links will be in the description box for this hair. That's it from me guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.